Respected sadhakas, bhaktas join together to salute Parabrahma Paramatma, the Lord, the Guru Tattva, Guru Parampara, all scriptures, all great Rishimuni devotees. Evolution is always slow, provided we are on the path steadily. That is what you and I are doing steadily, coming to our satsanga, listening with our ears, allowing the God, the Gurus, enter into our hearts through this Shastra, Katha, and Prasanga. Ourselves also, when we cooperate with them, and how to cooperate? Just become conscious of what is heard, what is the jnanam that is to be gained in that. And little whatever we can do, we do. In this way only, whoever have evolved to the highest stage from lowest to have evolved. They took up the path, they perhaps have gone very, very slow, slower than a snail, but the beauty of them is they have not stopped. Krishna in Gita says, Apichet sudurachara, sushtu dushachara chetavi, bhajate mam ananya bhak. Slowly, when he takes up the path and goes on doing my bhajana, means knowing about me, serving me, offering everything to me, coming nearer to me, merging in me, all of them are called bhaja. Bhajate mam ananya bhak. देखते देखते ही साधु एव. Most of the superficial, very light negativities go away easily, quickly. But the deeper, stronger urges, which are carried from many, many, many lives in every body we were, like the example of Deha Tadatmya, like the example of Indriya Lolopata. Some of these things, they appear to have gone. We really feel a period of time when you are in intense study and sadhana that we have conquered them. But the vasanas being stronger, again they surface. But with not the force as it was. Little reduced force. Recognizing it with a deep desire to get rid of them, when we again continue our Shravana and Manana, they again will go away. Again they appear. In every appearance of them, we have to make them lighter and weaker. What adds to that is our non cooperation with mind's suggestions of being worldly. How we do that? Only one way, fully engage in spiritual activities, variety of them throughout the day. Remember that line throughout the life. Asupte ramrute kalam nayed vedanta chintaya bhakti charyaya. Asupte means from the moment we wake up till we sleep. That is every day. Amrute means from the birth till we die. Only two rules from the birth till death, from morning till sleeping in night. Nayet, the time has to be spent in Vedanta Chintaya. Add to that Bhakti Charyaya through the Bhakti sadhanas, Vedanta sadhanas. When we fill our full day, then we can cooperate to our own willingness, desire of getting out of any outer worldliness which distracts us from our main goal of spiritual unfoldment. So, only these few constitute the sadhana. If we are fully convinced and start doing, we can see the difference in us. While doing so, another thing which helps us is intensely praying to the chosen Lord. Oh Lord, let me have your darshan. Let me have your experience. Let me qualified for that. Be kind to me. Be compassionate to me. Please bless me. Please see to it that I don't go away from your reaching path of reaching you. These applications again and again, without forgetting regularly when we do, then His grace also helps us. Mainly those timings when we tend to fall trapped to this Maya, the mind, the worldliness. Yesterday we saw Lakshmana Swami telling these things only to Vibhishana, the Maya and Mana, that trap let us not fall into. Then go on listening Shastra, it opens up higher and deeper truths and understandings. That the Paramatma alone is real, very sublime he is. In the ignorance of that Paramatma only, that these worlds of gross, subtle, causal, individual, total are just playing and playing enchantingly, and enchanted by them, we have lost in that, just like the child who was supposed to go to the school, en route he saw somebody playing some play, a monkey play or any of the exhibition sort of thing. He just gets enchanted by it, goes there and stands, forgetting the school. Like that child, we are enchanted by the delusory world's glittering, so we get distracted. So, not allowing that to happen, or while listening Shastras, as we become deeper and deeper in our understanding, we start knowing the mischiefs played by the mind and the Maya in the form of creating the world on the Lord and making it glitterous and attracting us, enchanting us, finally infatuating us and binding us. ये सारे पता चलने लगते हैं हमको. In the beginning days of this happening, pata lagte hain, still we become caught by them. But as we continue, one and only thing called as Shravana about Paramatma Tattva and Bhakti Ityadi, continue doing, not only we recognize that, but we also slowly start not giving value to them. This is done for sufficient period of time, then we can be a free bird within ourselves, wherein that the whole world of enchantment can dance in front of us. We are not going to be disturbed by it, because we have recognized that this is nothing but Maya, and we also by now are established in our walking towards Paramatma, and some glimpses in the form of peace, in the form of contentment, in the form of self respect, self confidence, they have grown. And also the understandings, let us say in the Vedanta language, of what are panchakoshas, what are the three avasthas, what are the three gunas, ये सारे भी स्पष्ट रूप से समझ में आने लगे हैं. And through the yoga, as the vrittis and the kleshas binding, ये सारे जब पोल खुलने लगता है, then we can be very strong in our retaliation to all those things. We can doubly strong in continuing our sadhana, not allowing ourselves to fall. That is the meaning of na atmanam avasadayet. Uddared atmanatmanam and na atmanam avasadayet. And what helps us in knowing all this, doing all this, is our continuous study of Shastras, because the only purpose of Shastras is to guide us this way, and other than the Shastra, there is nothing else to guide us, protect us in this way. So having this faith, having faith in our Guru Parampara, having faith in the Paramatma's Krupa, let us be relentless and consistent in our this wonderful program of studying our Shastras. Let us do today too in Srimad Bhagavatam the continuation of a meeting with of all the kings, especially the Pandavas, then Varshneyas, so too the Vrindavana Vasis. All are met, but these three people's meeting is enchanting, beautiful, filled with so much of gratitude, so much of love, so much of lane, and then that you have to be physically there to experience it. Vyasa Bhagavan Shukadev ji tried to put that bliss and beauty of their meeting together through the words in this chapter 82 that we will see. Then we have Adhyatma Ramayanam, conclusion of Lakshmana Swami's teachings, Rama's orders to Vibhishana. He does the Antyeshti of Ravanasura. He will be made as the king. Those topics we will be seeing. And then our Ashtottara. Let us entertain ourselves, rather, let us engage ourselves in learning through enjoying the devotional topics. Start. Om. 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 Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanao Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम सच्चिदानंदरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रय विनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नुमः। धर्मः प्रोज्झितकैतवोऽत्र परमो निर्मत्सराणां सतां वेद्यं वास्तवमत्र वस्तु शिवदं तापत्रयोन्मूलनं। श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनिकृते किं वा परैरीश्वरः सद्यो हृद्यवरुध्यतेऽत्र कृतिभिः शुश्रूषुभिस्तत्क्षणात्। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम्। ओम समस्त देवताभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो ब्राह्मणेभ्यो आचार्येभ्यो भक्तेभ्यो साधकेभ्यो साधुभ्यो तीर्थेभ्यो क्षेत्रेभ्यो नदी नदेभ्यो शास्त्रेभ्यो नमः। ओम परब्रह्मणे महाविष्णवे ब्रह्मणे सनकादिमुनिभ्यो नारदाय वेदव्यासाय शुकब्रह्मर्षये सूतमहामुनये शौनकादिऋषिभ्यो वैशम्पायनादिऋषिभ्यो अत्र्यादिऋषिभ्यो प्रह्लादादिभक्तजनेभ्यो मत्स्यादिवतारेभ्यो आदित्यादि नवग्रह देवताभ्यो दक्षिणामूर्ति दत्तात्रेय हयग्रीवादिगुरुभ्यो आदिपराशक्ति मात्रे मातापितृदेवताभ्यो आद्य शंकराचार्यादिगुरुभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यमोधस्य अस्मिन् क्षणे एव अनुभवसिद्ध्यर्थं पुराण इतिहास श्रुतिस्मृतिग्रन्थोक्त भगवद्भागवत ऋषिमुनिगुरूणां दर्शन अनुग्रह अनुभूति प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिक संस्कृतेः पुनरुत्थान पुनर्जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति द्वारा विश्वाध्यात्मिक प्रगति द्वारा विश्वशांति कल्याण एकदा प्राप्त्यर्थम् अस्मिन् कर्मणि धर्म संस्थापन कर्मणि निष्ठितानां नित्य निरंतर बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रु विघ्न निर्मूलन द्वारा शक्ति साधना संपदा सानुकूल्यतानां प्राप्ति द्वारा दिग्विजयार्थं च श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण शास्त्रस्य दशमस्कन्धस्य पारायणमध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम श्री कृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणं दशमस्कन्धः उत्तरार्धः अथ 82तमोऽध्यायः। श्रीशुक उवाच। फ्रॉम 10th mantra let us chant. ओम ब्राह्मणेभ्यो ददुर्धेनुः वासहस्रक रुक्ममालिनीः रामः हृदेषु विधिवत् पुनराप्लुत्य वृष्णयः ददुः स्वर्णं द्विजाग्रेभ्यः कृष्णेनो भक्तिरस्त्विति स्वयं च तदनुज्ञाताः वृष्णयः कृष्णदेवताः भुक्तोपविविशुः कामं स्निग्धच्छायाङ्घ्रिपाङ्घ्रिषु तत्रागतास्ते ददृशुः सुहृत् सम्बन्धिनो नृपान् मत्स्यौषीनरकौसल्य विदर्भगुरुसृञ्जयान् काम्भोजकैकयान् मद्रानु कुन्तीन् आनर्तकेरलान् अन्यांश्चैवात्मपक्षीयान् परांश्च शतशो नृपां नन्दादीन सुहृदो गोपान् गोपीश्कोत्कण्ठिताः चिरम् अन्योन्यसन्दर्शनहर्षरंहसा प्रोत्फुल्लहृद्वक्त्रसरोरुहश्रियः आश्लिष्य गाढं नयनैः स्रवज्जलाः हृष्यत्वचोरुद्धगिरो ययुर्मुदं स्त्रियश्च संवीक्ष्य मिथोति सौहृद स्मितामलापाङ्गदृशोभिरेमिरे स्तनैः स्तनान् कुङ्कुमपङ्करूषितान् निहत्य दोर्भिः प्रणयाश्रुलोचनाः ततोऽभिवाद्यते वृद्धान् यविष्टैरभिवादिताः स्वागतं कुशलं पृष्ट्वा चक्रुः कृष्णकथामितः पृथा भ्रातॄन् स्वश्रूर्वीक्ष्य तत्पुत्रान् पितरावपि भ्रातृपत्नीर्मुकुन्दं च जहौ संकथया शुचः कुन्त्युवाच आर्यभ्रातरहं मन्ये आत्मानमकृताशिषं यद्वा आपत्सु मद्वार्तां नानुस्मरथ सत्तमाः सुहृदो ज्ञातयः पुत्राः भ्रातरः पितरावपि नानुस्मरन्ति स्वजनं यस्य दैवमदक्षिणं वसुदेव उवाच अम्बमास्मान् असूयेथाः देवक्रीडनकाननरान् ईशस्य हि वशे लोकः कुरुते कार्यतेऽथ वा कंस प्रतापिताः सर्वे वयं याता दिशं दिशं एतर्ह्येव पुनः स्थानं दैवेन साधिताः स्वसः श्रीशुक उवाच वसुदेवोग्रसेनाद्यैः यदुभिस्तेर्चिता नृपाः आसन् अच्युत सन्दर्श परमानन्दनिर्वृताः भीष्मो द्रोणोऽम्बिकापुत्रो गान्धारी ससुता तथा सदाराः पाण्डवाः कुन्ती सृञ्जयो विदुरः कृपः कुन्तिभोजो विराटश्च भीष्मको नग्नजिन्महान् पुरुजिद्रुपदः शल्यः धृष्टकेतुः सकाशिराट् दमघोषो विशालाक्षः मैथिलो मद्रकेकयौ युधामन्युः सुशर्मा च ससुता बाह्लिकादयः राजानो ये च राजेन्द्र युधिष्ठिरमनुव्रताः श्रीनिकेतं वपुः शौरेः सस्त्रीकं वीक्ष्य विस्मिताः अथ ते रामकृष्णाभ्यां सम्यक् प्राप्तसमर्हणाः प्रशशंसुर्मुदा युक्ताः वृष्णीन् कृष्णपरिग्रहान् अहो भोजवते यूयं जन्मभाजो नृणामिह यद् पश्यथा सकृत् कृष्णं दुर्दर्शमपि योगिनाम् यद्विश्रुतिः श्रुतिनुतेदमलं पुनाति पादावने जनपयश्च वचश्च शास्त्रं भूकालभर्जितभगाव्यदङ्घ्रिपद्म स्पर्शोत्थशक्तिरभिवर्षति नोऽखिलार्थान् तद्दर्शनस्पर्शनानुपथप्रजल्प शय्यासनाशनयौनस पिण्डबन्धः येषां गृहे निरयवर्त्मनि वर्ततां वः सर्गापवर्गविरमः स्वयमास विष्णुः ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम श्रीभागवत शरणं मम श्रीसद्गुरु शरणं मम श्रीसूत शरणं मम श्रीशुकदेव शरणं मम श्रीव्यास शरणं मम श्रीनारद शरणं मम श्रीकुमार शरणं मम श्रीब्रह्मा शरणं मम श्रीविष्णु शरणं मम श्रीपरब्रह्म शरणं मम श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम शरणं मम शरणं मम श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारे श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव ॐ मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं स्वर्गे सत्ये च कैलासे वैकुण्ठे नास्त्ययं रसः अतः पिबन्तु सद्भाग्याः मामुञ्चत कर्हिषद कृष्णप्रियं सकलकल्मषनाशनं च मुक्त्येकहेतुमिह भक्तिविलासकारी सन्तः कथानकमिदं पिबतादरेण लोके हि तीर्थपरिशीलनसेवया किम् ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ श्रीकृष्णपरब्रह्मणे नमः श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण दशमस्कन्धः निरोधस्यानुशयनम् आत्मनः सह शक्तिभिः अथ 2 अशीतितमोऽध्यायः श्रीशुक उवाच So the story in this 82nd chapter is once that Surya Grahana Kala, all the Raja from all over the country, knowing well in advance, even the Prajas and everyone also, reached to that Syamantha Panchaka Kshetra, Kurukshetra mein, which is famous for so many things. One of the one is Sri Parashuramaji is the one who has done lot of yajnas there as a nishkruti for whatever the agam he has done while finishing all the rajas so many times. Though he doesn't need to do it because he's Bhagavan's avatara, but to establish the Sishtachara, he has done all of that. And many other important things are importances are there to that place. So to that all of them went. Then how the Krishna Pakshiya from the Dwaraka in beautiful vehicles with all the required things in such a huge number. They have reached all that was so beautifully explained by Shukadevji, written by Vyasaji. Having reached there, how they had bath, they did upavasa, they did all that are to be done during the Grahana Kala, like that of Java Ityadi. Toward the end, they have done lot of yajna, upasas, yajnadi, and then they gave so much of the golden ornaments or clothings or so many things to the Brahmanas. Then they took the bath. Again, they second time gave that bhojanadi to everyone. Then having taken permission from them, they also took the bhojanam and they were relaxing under the big shadowed trees and watching all the kings who have come meeting them. See the beautiful topic, is not a beautiful this thing given to us by Krishna, Bhagavan, Vyasa and Shukadeva, worthy of our contemplating and filling our mind or chitta with these thoughts rather than reveling in the stories of the worldly people, you know, seen by us in the form of so many things on the name of entertainment. Is this not entertainment? And in this entertainment, is not Bhagavan is the main theme? And then is not this giving us that beautiful, what do you call them? The things to be done as Sanatana Dharmi, like this Grahana Kala, following all the Anushtanas इत्यादि. देखो इस तरह से हमको अपने मन को बचाना पड़ता है. One cannot be just left alone. It cannot be free without doing something. So, what is to be done by mind? By which the mind becomes our asset, not liability. Knowing it clearly is spiritual maturity. This is also entertainment, thinking about Bhagavata Kathas and thinking about the Bhogavata Kathas, that also is entertainment. But in that, there is the Klishta Vasana Nirmana will happen, by which our hearts become impurified. In this, Aklishta, Divya, Paramatma Sambandhi, Samskaras are formed, which add to so many required things in our spiritual evolution, starting from the faith in the Lord onwards, so many things. Now we will see the beautiful meeting of all these people. Few are mentioned here, remaining you can meditate upon. Let us do from this. Ki 10th shloka. Brahmanebhyo dadurdhenuhu. Gave the Godana to Brahmanas. Vasaha, Vastradanam, Srag, the garlands, Rukma Malinihi, the golden ornaments. Then Rama Hradeshu, in that Rama Kundas, again Vidhivat Punaha Aplutya, with Vidvidana Mantrocharana Ityadi, Punaha again Aplutya, having taken bath Vrishnayaha. These Vrishni, Varshnaya, Vrishni Vamsha, all the Krishna Adi, every one of them, Daduhu Su Annam Dijagrebhya. And again to the great Brahmanas, they gave Annadana also. And while doing this Annadanam, all other Danams, what Ashirvad they asked from the Brahmanas, to which they said Tathastu. Only one Kamana they have, one Sankalpa they have, one Prarthana they have, Ki Krishne Naha Bhakti Astu Iti. May we have the deep devotion surrender to Bhagavan Krishna. Now, should we not pause here for some half a minute or 1 minute? Check our hearts. Ki in one day's time or 1 week's time, How many times we have done upasana to the devatas or respected the brahmanas and then hmm, asked for this great boon of maybe have relentless Krishna bhakti. Why are you calling? Any problem? Jyoti Amma, your call coming to me. How come? No, I am not on mute. Check for yourself. एक बार देख लो आप लोग अपना. हाँ जी गुप्ता जी. हेलो. हरिओम. Why are you calling? I didn't get you. I was never. नहीं. कब से? शुरू से? पता नहीं. ओहो हो, मैं तो नहीं किया ना. हाँ. ओके. ओह, ओह. These small looking very big things are most important in our life. Okay? While doing all the dhanam to brahmanas who are given special power by the Lord to bless the datas, they have not asked for the bhoga, they have not asked for the prosperity or properties. They have asked only one thing: may our devotion to Krishna increase more and more. Krishne naha bhakti rastu. Can we do at this very moment the thought or prayer? Oh Lord, you are giving us chance to study all the Bhagavata, the Shastras, but please see that our bhakti to you increases day by day, minute by minute, that truly we discover the total surrender to you. Very essential thought. So, when we study such stories, we have to pause at these points because for these points only the stories are told, and we also have to study only for gaining these guidances. All of them want Krishna Bhakti. All these Vrishni, Kula, whoever have come from Dwaraka, they are asking on the Grahana day, not any other property, prosperity, bhoga of the Indriyas of this world or that world. Krishnena Bhaktirastu. How cute that is. Is it not because we lack this intense prayer that the Bhagavan also is not blessing us? तो तुम नहीं मांग रहे हो तो मैं क्या करूं? अब से शुरू करो. Only one sankalpa. May we have bhakti to Krishna. Don't ask anything. Don't ask solutions for problems. Don't ask what you call the fulfillment of the desires. Nothing of this world or other world. Single pointedly. Only one. Why will not Lord bless? He will bless. And when that starts happening, we start really reveling in doing this Navadaha Bhakti to Krishna and offering that also to Bhagavan and finding the great peace and joy and fulfillment in that. Nothing else starts anymore tempts us or enchants us. And when we don't do this prayer, our interest in Bhagwan's bhakti sadhanas are very superficial, very mechanical, and we are pulled in our mind and outer world by the so much of Maya and the world, as we saw in the introduction. So, Krishnena bhaktirast. One thing. In the very same shloka, in the second line, the last word. That also equally important, where he says, Swayamcha tad anugnataha, having been permitted by those Brahmanas, they also took the bhojana. Who are they? Vrishnayaha. Who are the Vrishnayaha? Krishna Devataha. जिनके लिए कृष्ण ही देवता है, कृष्ण देवता ही है. They are with Krishna, they are saying Krishna, but they are not taking him for granted because of familiarity, etc. For them, Krishna is Devata. देवता ही कृष्ण है, कृष्ण ही देवता है. Now, for us, for so many years, we do Namaskar, Chamatkar to the Lord. We go to Bhajan Sandhya, we only organize some of them. We ourselves organize big pujas, even sometimes the Saptahas we do, listen Bhagavatam like this from 1148 days, 47 days. ये सब चल रहा है. बट हैव वी बिकम द कृष्ण देवता? मीन्स वन, कृष्ण को ही हृदय पूर्वकता से देवता डीप हार्ट से मानने वाले बन गए क्या? बन गया तो वी कांट बी इन ए मोमेंट like Gopikas and all, without remembering him, without doing something to him, and to do something to him alone, our day is engaged. If he is Devata, in that way our heart has accepted, how can we give our time or mind to anything else, including our own comforts, etc.? That means what? We are at very superficial level of our spirituality. We have to go into very, very deeper levels. The deepest is these two. Krishna is our Devata, and Krishna Bhakti alone is the thing we want to. For that, during any of the programs, one example is given here, that Grahana, that we do Dana Karmadi, but in that we pray only for this. In this way, when one does Punya Karma, and in that asks only for Bhakti to the Lord, and ask only for the conviction that the Lord Krishna is our only Lord, then through that blessings, slowly, in this Hridaya, in which so many Bhoga, Kama, Vasanas, Ahankara, Vastu Vishayam ke prati do ichhaएं सारे हैं, all this kachra mail starts going away. And in that, the Lord, Bhakti to the Lord, Seva to the Lord, Smarana of the Lord, these life fulfilling things start happening. And we can actually see them, experience them. Just like we are seeing and experiencing every day, our coming to the class, sitting in the class, trying to listen, trying to understand. As conspicuously we are going through this nowadays, so conspicuously we can see deeply the heart may Lord and bhakti to the God, Namada bhakti to the Lord, all of them are done joyfully, choicefully, every day, Subha, Dopar, Sham. Not indulging anything, not distracted by anything. Those few hours of sleep also need to rejuvenate ourselves, going back to the service of God. Is it not? What beautiful will be that life? ये याद करो, कितना बढ़िया रहेगा. नहीं चाहिए? तो चाहिए तो फिर do the upasanas, yajna karma, and do the prarthana for this. Engage in it. Is it not? And whatever obstruction for that, our own personal lifestyles or our own so-called obligations or attachments, we have to keep a check on them. We should discover independence from them. We should know that they are not as important as we think, and not the spirituality is as less important as we think. Spirituality is the most important one. That's what you have to understand. The worldliness is not at all that much important. That's the meaning of Sarvadharman Pariteja Mamekam Sharanam Vraja. Sarvadharman Pariteja means nothing is so important for us to cling on to. Mamekam Sharanam Vraja is, it is me alone or the Lord alone to whom we have to totally dedicate to. This is the essence of entire knowledge, mind you, of all Upanishads, all Bhagavad Gitas, all Shastras, all Shravanas. So these two words, Krishne Bhaktirastu, Krishnaya Krishna Devataha. Krishne Naha Bhakti Astu, Krishnaya Krishna Devataha. तो कृष्ण को ही देवता मानने वाले, ये वृष्णि लोग कृष्ण में भक्ति आए, ऐसा उन्होंने ब्राह्मणों से मांगा. Not one or two are isolated, every one of them. How beautiful would be that thing. Anandam, Anandam, wonderful. Then the story let us enter into. After learning these two things, we should also ask for Krishna Bhakti. We must know the Lord Krishna is the God. Therefore, surrender to Him, pray to Him, be in touch with Him, ask Him what we want, all that. And discover the oneness with Him. Then Bhuktva Upavivishuhu Kamam. Aram se they sat having taken the bhojanam, where Snigdha Chaya Angripa Angrishu. Snigdha, thick, Chaya, uh, shadow. Angripa, giving trees. Angrishu, at the feet of those trees. स्निग्ध छाया देने वाले अंग्रिपा द पेड़ के अंग्रिशु पाद पे चरण पे they all relaxed. Then while being that relaxed, tatra agataha te dadrushuhu. Then to that Samantha Panchaka, like they came, those who have come for the Punya Nadi Snanam, they started seeing all those rajas. And who are there in them? Suhruta Sambandinaha Drupan. The well-wishers related in one way or the other, so many of the kings. Many were also there, but they being royal kings, they were minding them mainly. So who are the kings who have come with big, big paraphernalia like these people? Ki Matsya, Aushinara, Kausalya, Vidarbha, Kuru, Srunjaya, Kambhoja, Kaikaya, Madra, Kunti, Anarta, Kerala. They are the big, big kingdoms of that time. Then Anyansta Eva Atma Pakshiyan, other than listed here, those who are their own Pakshiya, those who are favorable to them, friendly to them. Paranscha, even the opposite people also, Shatashaha, hundreds of them they came, they met them, they saw them. Para is will be there, ideas, ideologies. मिलने की क्या जरूरत है? In the Leela of the Srishti, the opposite things are the ones which balance the whole world. So they are the people who are para also. Shatru Paksha mein, every one of them were seen. Then most beautifully नंदादीन सुहृदः. देखो सारे राजाओं को एक लिस्ट में डाल दिया ऊपर एक श्लोक में. देन द परपक्षियों को एक वर्ड बोलकर परपक्ष कह दी, बट द नंदादियों को सेपरेटली लिखा. देखा द प्रेम बिटवीन नंद आदि and the Vrishnaya, the Yadavas, is something different for many reasons, and the main reason is the common point, Lord Krishna. देखो नंदादीन सुहृदः, Nanda Adi, all the well-wishers, Nanda, Yashoda, all of them. Along with them, Gopan, so many other Gopas. Then Gopihicha, also the Gopikas, Utkantitaha Chiram, who are so choked in the throat to meet with so much of excitement after long, long time meeting each other. Now, one by one meetings are mentioned. Toward the end, the meeting of the Gopikas and Krishna, as well as the Yashoda, Rohini one side, and here the Kunti, all of them other side. Such a beautiful, not Kunti, here Devaki Vasudeva. Why Kunti came suddenly? So the Krishna's original parents, the Devaki Vasudeva, there the poster brought up parents of the Rohini, Yashoda, Nanda. इनका मिलना तो ना कभी भी वो आप कोई शब्दों में यू कांट टॉक अबाउट दैट टॉपिक. सच अ वंडरफुल दे आर ऑल. आहा, they have brought up Lord Krishna, taking him as son. Such a great hearted they are, devoted they are. Oh, they have to be remembered and prayed and kept as a goal for us. And work towards it. Look into ourselves. What are we lacking? What are the unwanted things that are there which are not making us that type of great bhakta? Then weed them out. Sow the positive seeds. Keep on watering them. The plants, the trees, the fruits of devotion, surrender will come in experience. Now, first, this one shloka is a top. Excellent. Pantarama shloka. Yesterday we touched upon it. So sweet it is. Ki, especially all these Nandadi kaho, or even those who are there in Nai Dilli wale, Pandavadi kaho. Everyone who are meeting. Here you have to understand, mainly the Krishna Katha Bhagavatam pad rahe hain, that the Krishna meeting others and others meeting Krishna will be highlighted. But in general, what you have to ask is, understanding that's a place of arrival by all people from all over the country. Na? Therefore, there are in different groups who are meeting each other with the same fervor and devotion, unrelated to the Krishna, etc. अपने वो लोग अपने अपने प्रेम में भक्ति में मिल रहे हैं सब. So generally it is particularly Krishna meeting the most beloved people like of Nandadi as well as Arjava Pandavadi. सब सबको मिल रहे थे. अति अद्भुत. And that Varnana in this one shloka is, it is beyond explanation. Okay. Anyonya Sandarshana Harsha Ramhasa. Anya Sandarshana. Looking at each other, meeting each other, of that Harsha Ramhasa, with that Harsha Ananda was so much Ramhasa means overpowering in the heart, overwhelming, you call in English. That overwhelming Harsha of meeting each other, and that lead to what? Ki proth fulla, praut fulla. Fulla means blossomed. That word is enough. But ut is added. Utkrishta fulla. At least that is also sufficient. No, pra is also added. Prakarshena utkrishtena fulla. Now these are the upasargas, prefixes are added through these small little letters, which add the deeper feeling to those meanings or feelings. Like English, we say very much, so much, and all those words we use. हिंदी में बोलते हैं बहुत 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 ज्यादा बहुत ज्यादा. In Sanskrit, these are the upasargas. They are called. They add like raga, anuraga. So fulla, utfulla, protfulla, fully blossomed. What? Fully blossomed. Saroruha Shriyaha, the beautiful lotuses. Fully blossomed lotuses. Of what? Ki Hrud and Vaktra. Hrud, hearts, Vaktra, face. So their hearts of lotuses also fully blossomed. Then the face of the lotus is also fully blossomed. Like the most beloved of you, if you are someone, when that person you meet at that particular first moment of meeting, how much joy in the heart expanded. You become as if one with the infinite only. On the face also, what an expression, what a joy it is. उस समय का फोटो लेके देखना चाहिए. That is called a प्रोत्फुल्ल हृत, प्रोत्फुल्ल वक्त्र, सरोरुह लोटस, श्रियः कांति. उनके चेहरे में, हृदय में, चेहरे का, हृदय का, लोटस का इतना खिलना हुआ, उस कांति का कोई वर्णन नहीं कर सकते. Wonderful word, na? Protfulla Hurudvaktra Saroruha Shriyaha. Then Ashlishya Gadham. They could not hold each other. So deeply they hugged each other. You know, sometimes when the love overpowers, you don't know what to do. You just dance, sing, you hug. So Ashlishya Gadham. You have to feed this word like that. Ashlishya Gadham. Nayanaihi Sravat Jalaha. Uncontrolling waters coming from the eyes. Of joy of meeting their friends or beloveds or relatives or all well-wishers. जो भी है. Nahinai Sravat Jalaha. Not one or two bundu. Not a glycerin type of water. Not the water of that crocodile. Why the crocodile gets the tears in the eyes? There's a big science in it. Because of chemical reactions. Not that really it is feeling bad. In Telugu there is kahavat. Crocodile tears. No. नयन सवत जलाहा मीन्स वन कि आंखों से इतना पानी आ ही जा रहा है. बिकॉज नॉट वन पर्सन ना, एक को मिले उतने में आंखों पानी आया. बाय द टाइम दैट जॉय ऑफ मीटिंग दिस पर्सन इज जस्ट कमिंग टू बैलेंस स्टेज, अनदर वन, अनदर वन, अनदर वन. In this way, one after the other they were meeting, so the tears in the eyes not stopping of joy. Such a great meeting, I tell you, that one. Very, very touching. कभी कभी विवाह आदि कार्यक्रमों में होता है. है ना? In with some common known people marriage, all friends relative they meet, they come together. अभी वो भी थोड़ा कम हो गया एंजॉय करना, बिकॉज पीपल हैव बिकम इगोइस्टिक, आइसोलेटेड, प्लान्ड देयर डे एंड लाइफ सो मच विद आउटर भोगा दैट दे आर नॉट गिविंग टाइम टू दिस. थोड़ा ही पिछले 30-40 साल के ये भोग प्रवृत्ति के कारण दिस प्योर प्रेम और उसका आनंद थोड़ा घट रहा है. नॉट दैट एवरीथिंग इज गॉन अवे, बट स्टिल the youngsters are missing it. Oldies have that. है ना, अबव 65 वाले एज प्रोग्राम में मिलते हैं ना, दे रिमेंबर ऑल दोज पास्ट टाइम्स ऑफ द चाइल्डहुड और यूथहुड, लाइक कृष्ण एंड सुदामा. दे एंजॉय. प्रोत्फुल्ल हृत्वद्न सरोरुह श्रियः. We enjoy good, no? Good memories, friendship, love and all of the past. They were in that mood. Not only that, Ashlishya Gadham, hugging very deeply, Snainaihi Sravajalaha, from the eyes continuous profuse joyful tears, Hrushya Tvachaha. Our bodies were so much with harsha, Pulakavali, जो कहते हैं. Then Ruddha Giraha. They can't even talk to each other. How are you? How is everything? How are the family members at home? Is everything well? Ruddha Giraha. Vani भी रुद्ध निरुद्ध हो गई है. Not able to speak. Then Yayur Mudamma. They were in the deep happiness. मजा आया, बढ़िया सा. You can call a meeting of your friends, relatives once this way. Enjoy, then have that program with the added joy of some spirituality, a light puja and some nice, some 10 minutes satsang or any chanting. ऐसा करो साल में एक बार कम से कम. Then only the pure love relations, all of them are restored. Otherwise they get faded only. You become bhautikavadi, only materialistic life. Good shloka it is, really. Then about women folk, what about them? These are all men, na? राजा लोग एक दूसरे को मिलकर, स्त्रियः च, women also, some वीक्षमितः, मीटिंग ईच अदर. ये लोग तो गुस्सा करते हैं तो इतना करते हैं कि उनको रोक नहीं पाते कोई. हम जेलसी करते हैं तो भगवान भी भाग जाए. एंड सेम वे व्हेन दे बिकम इमोशनल इन लव एंड डिवोशन, nobody can stop that flow of the rivers from both eyes. I told you one day, गंगा जमुना नाक से सरस्वती सारे मुंह में मिल जाते प्रयागराज. So, Sriyaha cha samvikshya mithaha, meeting each other, looking at each other, ati sauhruda, extreme sauhrudatva, prema in the heart, smita, smiling, amala apanga drushaha, looking at each other with the say loving eyes, aviremire, they reveled in that meeting with each other. Stanaihi stanan, kunkuma pankaroshita, nihatya dorbihi, they hugged, they also each other so strongly. Pranaya Ashrulochana. In their eyes also, the Prema Ashru so much. So the men folk meeting, Angruba, the women folk also. बढ़िया सा, बढ़िया सा. दशहरा के समय में करते हैं, कोई एक्साइटमेंट आ जाता है. दीपावली पे समय दे दूं, है ना. Some small functions of some relations like भाई दूज पे only brother sisters. अभी रक्षाबंधन आने वाला है 31 को. Small, but in that program, every relations, every friends, every neighborhood, everyone were there because all of them came for that snana, pavitra snana during that grahana kala. So women folk were that way so happy. Then these having done so, tataha abhivadya te vruddhan. Then these Yadavas, Vrishnikula, who came along with Krishna, have done salutations to elders, whoever have come, the others different places say. Then Yavishtai Abhivaditaha, and they also received salutations from the younger one. So then Swagatam Kushalam Prushtva. So asking each other about the Kushala and welcoming each other after exchanging all these pleasantries. Their main theme is what? Main theme is Chakru Krishna Kathaha Mithaha. सिर्फ भगवान कृष्ण कथाओं को एक दूसरे को बोल रहे थे. Especially the Yadavas and Nandadi. Yadavas have lot of Krishna stories. Post Krishna reached to Mathura. But before that, from the childhood till Mathura reaching, how many of the beautiful Leelas happened in Vrindavan and Gokul, not known to these people, na? So they were sharing those stories, these were sharing both story, those story, all of them are Krishna Katha only. Safe, no? When you do the Bhagavad Katha, then Paraspara, that Raga Dveshadi, which are uncontrollable when we listen to the words of each other, when we are at the highest stage of alertness, meditative poise and discrimination. तो आ जाते हो राग द्वेष पता नहीं बेवकूफ पागल लोग आ ही जाते हो two people are talking so lovingly and I get dvesha they are not talking to me. There's no reason for these nonsense qualities to come. So best way to avoid all that is Krishna Kataha Mitaha Prochuhu or Chakruhu. They're talking about only Krishna Mahima only. Krishna Gunagarana, Krishna Leela. Because Krishna is a big book itself. Infinite episode serial he is. His walking, his talking, his love, his kindness, his powers, his gunas, his blessings, his teachings. अरे वो कितना है उनके बारे में. I know some people in my life, happy to meet them. You meet them ना 6-6 घंटे वो लगाते हैं talking about पूज्य गुरुदेव. So much they are engrossed in Gurudev's bhakti. Such a delight to listen. And luckily Gurudev gave them some opportunities to be with him. Sometimes here and there. So they know all of that. And they get intuitive experiences because of their devotion. I mean, they share all of that. इतना बढ़िया होता है. This is also the lesson. So how many lessons we have learned today? 5. First one is what? Ki Krishne bhakti hi astu. 1. Second is what? Krishnaya Krishna Devataha. 2. The third one, organize such program where meet all the beloved people and enjoy that joy of being with them. And the fourth one is in that do only the Krishna Katha, nothing else. Exchanging the salutations, bade chote chote bade Krishna Katha mein ramna. These 4 lessons we have learned now. Okay. Now from the Delhi Wale Pratha, that is Kunti Mata. We are going to the next sloka now. You revel in that devotion. An idea is given. Pratha Bhratrun, having met her brothers like Vasudeva Adi. Then Swasruhu, the sisters, many of them came and Vikshya Tatputran, the Bhratraputra, like Krishna and Balarama, Swasuputra, her own sister's children. They were all there, but the Kunti married and first of all she went to Kunti Bhoja on adopting. And then she got married to the Raja Pandu. Then she came to this place. So she was separated, isolated from them, Bichari. है ना? होता है कि नहीं? Like in South somewhere, Andhra, Tamil Nadu, they get all family members married there. One of the girl for one or any reason, she married to some Gujarati, Punjabi mano. So she gets isolated, means separated. because वो वहाँ गई फंस गई. When she's brought up, she's family set there. तो वो उनको जो मिलते हैं ना अलग ही होता है. So Kunti ji was that way. For whatever the reason, she was always separate them and suffering the planks of that Kauravas troubling her own children all the time. तो दुख बेचारा था उनको. I mean, Kunti stories of दुख only always. So, Prutha, that is Kunti, Bhratrun, brothers, Swasruhu, sisters, Viksha, Tat Putran, children, and then Pitara Vapi. The Pitara is the Shurasena. भगवान द शूरसेन के पुत्र हैं both Kunti as well as Vasudeva. Yes, Vasudeva. But she met all of them. Then Bhratrupatni, the brothers' wives, that is the Devaki, etc. Bhratrupatni, Mukundam cha, having met Lord Krishna also. Jahau sam kathaya shuchaha, by talking to them, exchanging the pleasantries. She just came out of that shoka of being separate from them. और ये जो होते हैं women folk, they manage the in-laws house, but always in the heart they have that the maternal वाले जो मायके वाले प्रेम करे, मिलते रहे, आते रहे, स्पेशली टू द women, फादर मदर एंड ब्रदर्स का बहुत होता है. भाई लोग आए, हम बात करें, दे आर फॉन्ड ऑफ. अब ये तो सिलसिला तब से आ रहा है, नथिंग न्यू. Because they had childhood staying together, loving each other, helping each other. इतना बढ़िया सा दिन हो जाते नहीं. Only Mahayogi, Jnani, Bhakta, they know all this Maya. These are all Vritti Sambandhi, nothing to do with the self. That is Jnani का लक्षण. तो ये सब संसार में है, खेल खेलने आए हैं. So she was. Then what did she say? Vasudev ji says, she said, because she takes that right. Every time these women, no, when they meet their brothers and in front of the wives of brother, they want to show their domination. वो डांटते भाई को so that the other fellows get controlled. मैं तुम्हारे पति को ही डांट रही हूँ, उनकी बहन हूँ मैं, तुम कौन है तुम मेरे. In that way they show it. All these leelas आप तो हर दिन वही देखते होंगे. So Kunti takes that chance. Then taunt मारना अभी भगवान अपने वसुदेव जी से, बड़े भाई से. So she says, Kunti uvacha. What she says? Arya, O respected Bhrataha, elder brother, Aham manye, I consider Atmanam Akruta Shisham, most unblessed and unfortunate myself to be. Kruta Shisha, blessed. Akruta Shisha, not at all blessed, I think myself. Why? Yadva. Why? Because Apatsu. When I was in so many apadas or difficulties, Madvartam, the inquiry about me, na anusmaratha, you never made Sattamaha, you great people. मैं इतने बदकिस्मत हूँ कि मैं दुख में थी, आप लोगों ने कोई मेरे बारे में सोचा ही नहीं. These are all very, I can enter into these topics for 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, taking example that happen in the domestic life. संसार में जो होता है उन सब एग्जाम्पल्स को देकर इस बात पे बहुत सारा चर्चा करके लॉट ऑफ विजडम कैन बी गेन्ड, नॉलेज कैन बी गेन्ड, बट ऑल दैट इज व्यावहारिक, नथिंग टू डू विद पारमार्थिक, बट वो भी चाहिए. So she just expressing her anguish there. When I was in trouble, whether Raja Pandu died or Duryodhanadi time and again are troubling them. Actually, Krishna is aware through Vidura and all. He was always protecting her. She also knows that. But now वो सब साइड पे, अब भाई को कुछ कहना है. So I'm so unfortunate that you never inquired about me when I was in difficulties. Okay? यद्वा आपत्सु आपदाओं में मद्वार्ताम about me na anusmaratha, you never inquired about me. Sattamaha, you are so great and powerful, all well, but you never inquired about me. मेरे बारे में आपने सोचा नहीं. और इनको ऐसे होता है, you give them so much gift, so much money, so much love, but they are like black hole. They take everything, but they never get satisfied. कुछ ऐसे. And the wives there, they are surprised, worried. आप अपने बहन को इतना दे रहे हो, उसको तृप्ति नहीं होती. And this lady again asks her own brother. बड़े मजा आता है ना. If you keep away our great shastras of bhakti and jnanam, the most entertaining are these funny things. That is why all cinema serials of thousands of episodes go on happening, of course, nowadays, added with all the useless things. Okay, then she says something which is just scolding him as if, but is a good lesson for us to learn. She said, I am unfortunate that when I am in problems, you never inquired. Okay. Second one, Suhrudaha, well-wishers, Jnatayaha, relatives, Putraha, children, Bhrataraha, brothers, Pitaravapi, even parents also, Na Anuswaranti Swajanam, they don't remember these type of relations, people, Yasya Daivam Adakshinam, for whom the Lord is not favorable. No, she's saying, she's justifying, and in that only she's conveying a lesson for all of us. यस्य दैवम अदक्षिणम, जिनके लिए भगवान प्रतिकूल होते हैं. दैव मीन्स प्रारब्ध. When we have a bad prarabdha, our own parents, brothers, sisters, even children's well-wishers, friends, none of them show favor to us. None of them care us. So, for in such moments when they happen in life, that we are left all alone, isolated, remember that ki the daivam is adakshinam. Here, daivam is prarabdha. It happens. Now, these are all very vyavaharik discussions, mind you. Spiritually, kya hai? Whether you are all alone or whether with 100 people, you have to be in your own sadhana. A spiritual person will not talk all that. They are at the vyavahara level. And whenever it happens, don't fight with them, don't scold them, don't suffer inside. Console yourself, quieten all of that emotions by knowing it's like my prarabdha is like this. And if you really want your company of all relatives like this, 24 घंटे घूमना, then do that type of sankalpa and do upasana to God. Why will not the Lord bless you? In fact, you are going through that only. You might have prayed to God, hey, सबके साथ झमेला हो रहा है भगवान, मेरे को नहीं रहना है इनके साथ. I want to be all alone. ऐसी बात है क्या? वेयर आर यू बॉर्न? तमिलनाडु. Then go and marry some Punjabi. Then you get settled there. Neither you know Punjabi, nor they know Tamil. There's nothing. क्या बढ़िया combination है. It is our demand only. Then we only cry, no, I am here. These people never talk to me. They people never come to talk to me. अरे तुमने ही मांगा वो, अब मांग लो फिर से. I have to be always visited by all my relatives, bringing all the gifts to me. And they should invite me. And when I go to them, they should give gifts to me. मांगो भगवान दे देंगे. Every बेवकूफी allowed in this world. So, na anusparanti swajanam yasya daivam adakshinam. For whom the Lord is not favorable, the prarabdha is not favorable. So therefore, don't. And as we just now said, yogaratova, bhogaratova, sangaratova, sangara vihina, yasya brahmani ramate chittam, anandati nandati nandadeva. Our all efforts of studying our shastras every day, 6 7 classes, unbroken from last 3.5 4 years, we have completed more than 6,000 talks. 5,000 are available to you on the YouTube only. 1,000 of them were offline, we were doing in Skype, not in YouTube. The purpose of all of that is to discover our hold and support only of the Lord, Saguna and Nirguna. That is our main purpose. That is our main goal. All the rest, according to Prarabdha, whatever it comes, we receive it joyfully. We reciprocate and respond as the Shastra orders us. That's it. If you miss the hold on Bhagavan, these all become issues. And when we are alone, then also we suffer. When we are with them, you know, see, ये अच्छे खासे सब मजा ले रहे थे वहां मिलकर. अब टोंट मारी भैया को, अब रोना पड़ा, उनको भी जवाब देना पड़ा फिर. He also says it is sweet way of expression, but he also says हम भी अपने परेशानियों में थे, हमको कहाँ फुर्सत है. And he also had the problem that his 6 children were killed by Kamsa, put in jail, and did she go and inquire? अब देखो, ऐसी लड़ाई घर गृहस्थ से शुरू होती है. देखो एग्जाम्पल इन भागवतम. People are very fast in reacting and telling others also. हमको भी problem है. Like if I ask you, why didn't you come to the class? You will give 100 reasons and tell कि ये क्लास भी आना आपके क्लास के लिए ज़्यादा मेहरबानी है आपके लिए, आप चुप बैठो. Those many answers you have, I know that. That is why I don't. So when she said like that, I'm unfortunate, मैं दैव प्रतिकूल है, इसलिए इतने सारे लोगों को रखकर भी मैं अकेले दम घुट करवा दुखी हो रही थी दिल्ली में. So she was storing all those suppressions. We were looking for it, and he came and threw it on nobody but Vasudeva Bechare. Vasudeva is such a love and such a patience and all. Ah, he has got 18 wives. According to Bhagavad, 18 of them he was managing. In those days, Raja log the, ye the, they can manage and all that. Wealth is there, that's the point. Now, Vasudeva Uvacha. Vasudeva thodi chodenge. He also gives the answer. He says, Amba. Amba is the respected mother. ऐसे सिस्टर को मदर ऐसे प्रेम से रेस्पेक्टफुली कहना, माँ आसमान असूये था, प्लीज डोंट डू द असूया और द फाइंडिंग फॉल्ट विथ अजू. And we are all what? Deva Kridanakan Naran. We are the human beings, the Kridanaka, the Kilauna. The playthings in the hands of the Lord are destiny. Don't find fault with us. We are all the playthings in the hands of the Lord. So, Ishasya Vashe Lokaha. The whole world of beings are under the Vasha of Ishvara. Kurute Karyate Athava. Whatever they do is only by the Ishvaras, force Ishvaras, Anugraha, Ishvara employed only. Nothing remains in anybody's hands. Now, this is such a deep thought. If it can go very deeply into our heart, then we will never complain about anybody coming in your life to disturb you and anybody going away from your life to disturb you. Because people come to disturb us, people go and disturbing us. Those who come to disturb us are the Shatru. Those who go and disturb are whom we love. Like Santa Sant का जो तुलसीदास जी कहते हैं, हाँ? बिछुरत एक प्राण हरिलीनी मिलत एक दुख दारुण दीनी. We don't question that now once this is understood. It is Ishvara and Prarabdhavasha. The things happen in our life. You all have come to me to listen to class. I'm happy, God given. One day you all say Chutti Swami, that is God given. Ishvara, and you also are not responsible that you don't have that much willpower to do what you want. Like me too. I don't have willpower to do what I want. I'm given this blessing by the Lord to do the classes. This is how He is seeing my evolution. It's not my vasha. Ishasya vashe lokaha kurute karyate athava. Now, if this principle is understood, na, please don't blame anyone in this world from now onwards. Don't find fault with anyone. Everyone are in their own internal compulsions. Some can be explainable, some non-explainable. Let us revel in our own dharma, our own work, our own spirituality. Rest all Ishwara Krupa. जाहि विधि राखे राम ताहि विधि रहिए. और जो होता है देखो तमाशा उसका बस. If this is not firmly understood, हमको ना जो मिलता है उससे भी कंप्लेंट है, जो नहीं मिलता उससे भी कंप्लेंट. Complaint box. So don't find fault with me. We are all Kridanaka in the hands of the God. So we do only that which Lord tells us. And then now He is specifying His problem. He'll have to say, na, to balance the whole thing there. She should also know when she has audacity to question and say to Vasudeva, you are not cared me. He should also express his own problem. First he said, we are all in the Ishwaradhina. Now he says, Ki kamsa pratapidaha sarve vayam. We all were so much terrified by that kamsa. That yataha disham disham. That भूले बिसरे एक एक जगह एक एक दशा में भाग भाग कर भटक गए हम. That was told, we saw, no, when Krishna came, then he only made Ugrasena Raja, and then all the people who are gone for different places out of fear to Samsa, they were all brought, they were all taken care. So, we were also dispersed to different places out of the fear of this Kamsa. Kamsa Pratapita, he was a very terrifying fellow. Dushtarakshas. Now, Etarhi Eva, just now only, Punaha again, Sthanam, Daivena Asaditaha. Again, by the God's grace, again we are settling in our own places. We are all coming together. Hey Swasaha, oh my dear sister. Don't misunderstand. Please remember, every individual in this world, we are talking about human beings, trying to settle themselves in their own individual lives, trying to settle themselves in spiritual path. हर एक को अपना परेशानियां है बाबा, but you don't become a cause of parishani to them. Let us pray this. Oh Lord, may not become cause of trouble to anyone, everyone. Nobody should suffer because of me. Good prayer it is. Whether help happens to others or not, we don't know. Like Mahavidvishavai, whether you love others or not, but don't hate. So too, whether you give happiness to others or not, but let there not be misery given. Oh Lord, nobody should suffer because of it. When you pray this prayer, the Guru Tattva and Paramatma Tattva, they feel happy with this thought, with prayer. Then what will he do? He will give Jnanam Because only in the oneness of the truth, there is nobody other than you whom you trouble. Or they give bhakti, that you see everyone as same God, so therefore you love them, you don't trouble anyone. इस एक प्रेयर में इनेविटेबली भगवान को भक्ति या ज्ञान हमको देना पड़ता है. Because only in the ultimate devotion and knowledge that we don't do harm to anyone. In the absence of that, like in the morning Yoga Darshana Shastram, I think we have touched the topic, or today we'll see tomorrow. What was the next point? Fourth one. First was the Raga Karma Ashaya. Then second was the Dvesha Karma Ashaya. Then the third was the Moha Karma Ashaya. And the fourth one, when he was explaining, that was Himsa Karma Ashaya. What did he say? Himsa Karma Ashaya, without doing Himsa to someone, we cannot have Sukha or happiness. Therefore, whether you accept or not, the Vaishayika Sukha में किसी न किसी को हिंसा होता ही है. Unknowingly or knowingly. In the same way, extension of this from the Vedanta standpoint is, in the absence of Sarvatra Sthita Paramatma Darshana and Bhakti, or in the absence of discovering one without the second the truth, definitely some or the other dukkha happens to us because of dukkha happens to others because of us, because that is the way the duality works. द्वैत का पर्पस ही दुख देना होता है. द्वितीयाद्वै भयम भवति भयात् दुःखम भवति दुःखमेव संसारम. Therefore, when I pray to God, let nobody suffer, it inevitably will force the God to bless me with that Brahmajnanam or Sarvatra Bhagavad Darshanam. So let us pray this. To thus, if you also add, may everybody be benefited by me, ये तो अब सोने पे सुहागा होगा. Whoever comes to me. न कंचन वसतो प्रत्याचक्षीता तद्व्रतम. What a beautiful things, all of them. So here, Kunti, Bechari, women, she was in such dukkha. Naturally, husband was not there. Children were brought up. So she's told, if not to brother, whom else she say? So yeah. And she addressed everyone. And naturally, they might have bent their heads because nobody went to Delhi and inquired. That is why Krishna said, so, our Uddhavji, go and dekho Pandav ka kya ho raha hai. He was more mindful because others were not minding them. Because they were in their own busy problems, each one. So Vasudeva also replies, we were also troubled by Kamsa, तितर बितर हो गए थे, अभी स्वस्थान पे हम आ रहे हैं. Like because of the ruling of the useless parties till 2014, कितना तितर बितर हुआ था Indian culture and all. Slowly, because the last 8, 9, 10 years, something getting properly re-established. We are getting back our mandiras. We are giving the equality. So many beautiful things that are happening. Let this government rule for 100 years to reinstate the whole country again in its earlier pristine, glorious form. If you don't do, then to your children, grandchildren, again we'll give that pre-independence Rakshasatva of the Britishers and the post-independence equal Rakshasatva of the so-called Indians. वही मिलेगा फिर से आपके बच्चों को. Same न्यूनता भाव toward the Hindu Sanatana Dharmi, our cultures, traditions. All other dushtas are propitiated for the sake of votes and all. फिर से chaotic हो जाएगा देश, भ्रष्ट हो जाएगा. Don't do that. So in the same way here also. So it's a beautiful, this meeting of all of them were happening. Now Sri Shuka Uvacha. Shukdev ji continues. Kunti Vasudeva का हो गया बातें. Like that many were talking to each other. You can just add to yourself. Then what happened? Ki Shukavacha Vasudeva Ugrasenadyaihi Yaduvihi Te Architahan Rupaha. So all the kings were there. They were worshipped by the Krishna's father Vasudeva, grandfather Ugrasena. So they took charge of respecting, revering all the other kings who have come. Then Asan Achyuta Sandarshana Paramananda Nirvataha. So all those kings received respects from Vasudeva and Ugrasena. More than that, Achyuta Sandarshana Parama Ananda Nirvataha Asan. They were in extreme happiness and bliss of having darshana of Sakshat Bhagavan who took avatar as Krishna. He has gone there to bless all of them wholesale. Now we are explaining this from the limited information knowledge standpoint or imagination capacity which we have. But if you become more devotee of Krishna, expand your intellect's way of visualizing things, you can imagine the whole Samantaka Sthala, and you can see all the kings coming, taking their baths, doing that Grahana Upasanas. They also doing Brahmana, all that. Then they meeting these Vasudeva and Ugrasena. They were giving lot of gifts to them. Then they having met Lord Krishna, having darshana, they are all finding their fulfillment. It's a huge and beautiful meditation. That way, I'm not explaining only what is said in the shlokas, the meaning of that is said. Our dull minds, which are lost in our own sukha bhoga, miss the joy of this way, visualizing in the heart these episodes and getting inspiration that we also must have the Bhagavad Bhakti and all other good qualities. So the second line is beautiful. Achyuta Sandarshana Parama Ananda Nirvrutaha Asan. They were all extremely happy for having Darshana of Bhagavan Krishna. देखो मेन cities like Dwarika or New Delhi, Bhagwan is going. He has not even gone to Mathura, Vrindavan, which is very close. What to talk about all other places? He never went. But all the kings of all places from all over the country came. So you can imagine all the Madrasi log, Kerala log. So Madra Kerala लिखा है कि नहीं? इनको कहाँ है भगवान का दर्शन का मौका? Why will भगवान go to Madras and Kerala? इडली से मारेंगे वो लोग. But they all had Bhagwan's darshana in that Syamantha Panchaka. So they were also. They know Bhagwan is there, is all that. So there they could get the darshana. That is the meaning of Achyuta Sandarsha Paramananda Nirvrutaha. भगवान का उनका अवतार काल में दर्शन हो. जन्म धन्य हो गया उन सब का भी. Everybody might have got moksha, if not in that life, maybe in next few lives. भगवान के दर्शन के बाद भी मोक्ष नहीं हुआ तो फिर क्या फायदा उसका? But jiva, depending on their own prarabdha samskara, it takes time. Okay. Then who are the other people came? A big list is given from 24, 25, 26, 27 shloka. Each of these portions are so wonderful. So those four shlokas only, the list of the kings, I'll just mention, finish it. Then tomorrow again we'll enjoy the next topic of the Balarama Krishna ke bare mein, all the kings talking. Means they're telling the Yadavas or Varshnayas, you're so lucky that that Lord who cannot be had darshan even by yogi, you are able to every day talk to him, meet with him, you touch him, you have bhojana with him. What a fortune you have. And then the subsequent story में कि the another beautiful topic of Balarama Krishna meeting Nanda Yashoda Adi. Then the last one, Lord Krishna meeting Gopikas. Because the Bhagavatam Krishna Leelas are coming to closer now. So the Vyasji and Shukdev ji ने सोचा चलो ये वाला meeting का मैं highlight करें so that the good ending is happening to entire Dashama Skandha of Bhagavatam, that all are meeting like in all movies. Last scene में every one of them come together, एक common photo होता है बहुत सारे सिनेमा में. लास्ट में ना सब मिलते हैं फिर all the parents and their children, girl, daughter, sons and their spouses and children, सारे उस फोटो में किसी न किसी बहाने मिलाते हैं. वो डायरेक्टर, उनका दिमाग ऐसे काम करता है, सबको इकट्ठा लगाओ, लास्ट फोटो ले लो. In the same way here Vyasa and Shukdev ji bringing all of them together here. ये बढ़िया मौका है. बाद में फिर वो लोग लड़ेंगे मारेंगे एक दूसरे को उधर जा करके इन प्रभास क्षेत्र. सेम पीपल, mainly Yadavas. Now, who are they? Bhishmaha, Bhishmacharya ji came. Dronaha, Dronacharya was there. Ambika Mutraha, the Dhritarashtra was there. Gandhari's wife was there. Satusutha, along with Duryodhanadi, they all have come. Sadaraha, Pandavaha, 5 Pandavas with Draupadi and all each was their wives, Subhadra, Ityad, we were. Then Kunti Mata anyway, we saw Srunjayaha, the Srunjaya Raja, then Viduraha, the Chachaji of Pandavas and Pandu ke chote bhai, Krupacharya, he was there, Kulaguru. Then Kunti Bhojaha, Raja. Then Virat Raja. Then Bhishmakaha, Rukmini's father. Then Nagnachitu, that is Nagnajiti's father, Mahan, Purujitu. Then Drupadaha, Drupadji was there. Shalyaha, Shalya Saratyam, Karna को जो बेचारे रुलाते बाद में. Then Drushtaketuhu. Then Sakashirat, Kashi Raja was there with Damaghosha, the father of Kamsa, Vishalaksha, another Vishala के, Maithilah, मिथिला नगरी से जो बलराम के दोस्त थे. Then Madra Rajas, मद्रास के आगे केकया, वहाँ के भी लोग आए. Then Yudhamanyu, one of the great king, Susharma, another one, Sasutaha Bahlikadaya, the Bahlika, the oldest of all, his children के साथ he came. Then Yecha Rajanaha, हे राजेंद्र, all the rajas have come. Shukdev is telling Parikshi, Yudhishthira Anuvrataha were all respectful towards Yudhishthir ji. Anuvrataha is dharma and all of that they know also is power. Therefore, who follow all of them, they all came and Sri Niketam Vapuhu Shaurehe. Lord Krishna, Shauri, Shurasya Putra, Shurasen ke Putra, whose body is the abode and embodiment of the Sri, entire beauty, entire Kanti, entire Lakshmi, Sri Niketam Shaure Vapu Sastrikam, along with all the Krishna Patnis, Vikshya, having seen them, Vismitaha, they were struck with wonderment to see the divinity and beauty of all of that. सबको भगवान का दर्शन मिला. बढ़िया है कि नहीं? आई तो लाइक दिस पोर्शन. ना कोई वेदांत है ना कोई लड़ाई झगड़ा है, बट आराम से भगवान के साथ दर्शन कर लो. नो नीड टू वरी ऑल. Now it continues, they're talking of all of them to the Yaduvamshasthas, that you are lucky to have Krishna and Balrama. We'll see tomorrow. Sarvam Krishna Arvanamom. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate. Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashyate Om. Shanti 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 Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. बोल श्री कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की जय. अच्छे अच्छे टॉपिक है तो आराम से एंजॉय करो. हे भगवान रक्षा करो. ओम नीलमेघ श्याम कृष्ण नित्य जगन मोहन कृष्ण बालगोपाल कृष्ण भव्य मंगल वेणुगान लोल वेदांत वेद भक्त जनाधार प्रमदयावादि मुक्ति गीता नारायण संसार. बोल श्री कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की जय. श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण शास्त्र की जय. श्री वेदव्यास सुखदेव सूतादि भागवताचार्य की जय. बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय. सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंदा गोविंद. समस्त श्रोता भक्त साधक सेवक उपासक जिज्ञासु गण की जय. भागवत पुराण अंतर्गत समस्त अवतार ऋषि देवता गण की जय. आज के आनंद की जय. थैंक यू. Yes. Stay back. Come back in 3 minutes.